2 Kings, chapter 5. Now was there one Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Aram, a great man, and honorable in the sight of his Lord, because that by him the Lord had delivered the Aramites. He also was a mighty man, and valiant, but a leper. And the Aramites had gone out by bands, and had taken a little maid of the land of Israel. And she served Naaman's wife. And she said unto her mistress, Would God my Lord were with the prophet that is in Samaria, he would soon deliver him of his leprosy. And he went in, and told his Lord, saying, Thus and thus saith the maid that is of the land of Israel. And the king of Aram said, Go thy way thither, and I will send a letter unto the king of Israel. And he departed, and took with him 10 talents of silver, and 6,000 pieces of gold, and 10 changes of raiments, and brought the letter to the king of Israel, to this effect. Now when this letter is come unto thee, understand that I have sent thee Naaman, my servant, that thou mayest heal him of his leprosy. And when the king of Israel had read the letter, he rent his clothes, and said, Am I God to kill and to give life, that he doth send to me that I should heal a man from his leprosy? Wherefore consider, I pray you, and see how he seeketh a quarrel against me. But when Elisha, the man of God, had heard that the king of Israel had rent his clothes, he sent unto the king, saying, Wherefore hast thou rent thy clothes? Let him come now to me, and he shall know that there is a prophet in Israel. Then Naaman came with his horses, and with his chariots, and stood at the door of the house of Elisha. And Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go, and wash thee in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be cleansed. But Naaman was wroth, and went away, and said, Behold, I thought with myself, he will surely come out, and stand, and call on the name of the Lord his God, and put his hand on the place, and heal the leprosy. Are not Abana and Pharpar, rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? May I not wash me in them, and be cleansed? So he turned, and departed in displeasure. But his servants came, and spake unto him, and said, Father, if the prophet had commanded thee a great thing, wouldest thou not have done it? How much rather then, when he saith to thee, Wash and be clean? Then went he down, and washed himself 7 times in Jordan, according to the saying of the man of God. And his flesh came again, like unto the flesh of a little child, and he was clean. And he turned again to the man of God, he and all his company, and came and stood before him, and said, Behold now, I know that there is no God in all the world, but in Israel. Now therefore, I pray thee, take a reward of thy servant. But he said, As the Lord liveth, before whom I stand, I will not receive it. And he would have constrained him to receive it, but he refused. Moreover, Naaman said, Shall there not be given to thy servant 2 mules' load of this earth? For thy servant will henceforth offer neither burnt sacrifice nor offering unto any other god, save unto the Lord. Herein the Lord be merciful unto thy servant, that when my master goeth into the house of Rimmon, to worship there, and leaneth on mine hand, and I bow myself in the house of Rimmon, when I do bow down, I say, in the house of Rimmon, The Lord be merciful unto thy servant in this point. Unto whom he said, Go in peace. So he departed from him about a half a day's journey of ground. And Gehazi, the servant of Elisha the man of God, said, Behold, my master hath spared this Aramite Naaman, receiving not those things at his hand that he brought. As the Lord liveth, I will run after him, and take somewhat of him. So Gehazi followed speedily after Naaman. And when Naaman saw him running after him, he lighted down from the chariot to meet him, and said, "Is all well?" And he answered, "All is well. My master hath set me, saying, Behold, there be come to me even now from Mount Ephraim 2 young men of the children of the prophets. Give them, I pray thee, a talent of silver, and 2 changes of garments." And Naaman said, "Yea, take 2 talents. And he compelled him, and bound 2 talents of silver in 2 bags, with 2 changes of garments, and gave them unto 2 of his servants, that they might bear them before him. And when he came to the tower, he took them out of their hands, and laid them in the house, and sent away the men, and they departed. Then he went in, and stood before his master. And Elisha said unto him, Whence comest thou, Gehazi? And he said, Thy servant went no whither. But he said unto him, Went not mine heart with thee, when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is this a time to take money, and to receive garments, and olives, and vineyards, and sheep, and oxen, and men servants, and maid servants? The leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee, and to thy seed forever. And he went out from his presence a leper, white as snow,